What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Beyond the Grave Media. This is Josh here, checking in on you out there in YouTube land. How in the hell are you doing? I never come on here and just chill. I've kind of noticed that. Like, I never just really sit back. I've been thinking about that. I've always got something planned. I've always got like 100,000 notes that I'm taking. I guess like maybe that's kind of my thing, and that's kind of what keeps me going, you know? Like, I got pages. Still going. Some of the Red's like new stuff I'm working on. I don't know. It keeps me motivated, keeps me focused. And so, you know, after doing last night Dead Girl, I was going to do kind of like a double feature where we talked about Megan is Missing. If you haven't seen Megan is Missing, I'm not recommending it. I'm saving that review for another day because I couldn't get into the brain space. It's hump day. I'm trying to be like, the weekend's coming, Friday the 13th. I love Friday the 13th. I just couldn't get into it tonight. If you've seen the last 20 minutes of that movie, I didn't need that in my head, and I've only ever seen it twice, so I'm pretty much reviewing it now. Tonight, we're talking about a couple of different things, but the big one for me, we're going to talk about Terrifier, because I haven't covered it, and I was listening to this YouTuber that was talking about, you know, don't cover your favorite movies when you're first starting a channel because you suck, and you don't know what you're doing, and you're going to do a terrible job at it. And that's me. That is me. Woe is me right now. So I'm not going to get into some of... And Megan is Missing is not one of my favorites, but... I like Terrifier. Do I love it? No, but I think it's good. I think it's damn good. So let's break it down. Thanks for being here. Let's just chill. Can we just let our hair down and relax? Come on. Terrifier. Yes, that one. The one that took the world by storm the past few years and made Art the Clown a household name. Hell, if Terrifier 3 does anything close or even remotely as intense as Terrifier 2, let's face it, old Art is probably in the horror icon villain pantheon Hall of Fame. Should he be in the Hall of Fame, though, those sacred grounds that include Freddy, Jason, Leatherface, and Michael? Probably not. Maybe not even, the next tier with Chucky, Pinhead, Candyman, Pennywise. Maybe closer folks are screaming, Ghostface, you prick, yeah? Closer probably to the big bads of Ghostface, Leprechaun, Jigsaw. I'm cool with throwing him in right about there, somewhere in the B to C tier, but that all depends on who you ask, because I still love on the Universal Monsters, and someone else just turned 13 and he is their favorite villain. The cool thing about Art the Clown was how unassuming he started out as. I remember, like a lot of people, perusing the shelves of my local Blockbuster and noticing the striking image from All Hallows Eve and taking a chance on the cover art alone and getting home and being severely disappointed. But something remained in that anthology, and alas, a star was born. Fast forward to a few years later and another cover causes me to push play. Terrifier, I think. What in the sweet monstrosity is this bag of bagels doing? This thing is straight out the gate a different animal, not even close to as tame as Damien Leone's personal previous venture. That opening scene alone grabbed me and reminded me of the Too Sick for School public broadcast specials moms in the 80s would force their kids to watch, a la Ricky Lake, Donahue, Sally, Jesse, Raphael. Nah, this was kind of like that satanic panic and a warning to the folks watching. That woman without a face, she set the goddamn tone for what was to come. Then we wander into this pizza place with some good-for-nothing actors and a fun goth gal, and things get squeaky clean and weird, bizarre. As a whole, the flick was a bit uneven, but it was practical and practically ripped my jaw to the floor when we get this straight razor alleyway saw split. I mean, come on! Are there some parts that have lulls? Sure. And the acting is stale as day-old pancakes, but I was still here for it. Gratuitous gore, sick humor, parental warnings, satanic sleaze, and Halloween hootenannies. Dude, passing grade. I recommended this fella as soon as I could to my core group of friends, and then crickets. Crickets again. Oh, you made another serial killer clown movie, dude? Yeah, Josh, hard pass. No, you guys, I'm serious. You're gonna love it. He straight up saws this woman in half, and they don't cut away. There's no cut shots. Dude, hard pass. You guys are gonna love it. It's funny, when I look back on that text thread and I reread it, where my buddies, they're like, hey man, where were you streaming this new Terrifier 2? Oh, you want some of Art's Krispies now? Is it awesome this thing is becoming a horror phenomenon? Yes. Do I wish that it was still my little indie underground gore dread darling? 100%. But if you can't beat him, join him, and I'm giving this one a full go. Dude, you know what pisses me off? I just ranted for like 4 minutes straight about Terrifier. I started by flipping this around so you can see, hey, this is probably what you're used to seeing. This is the epic release from Bloody Disgusting or Dread Central, blah, blah, blah. It's got all these special features, blah, blah. It's streaming everywhere. If you haven't seen it, you're living under a rock. I'm kind of pissed off that this thing's become such like a major like phenomenon and just took the world by storm. Like, I'm literally like, nobody was watching this movie, and I'm not trying to be a gatekeeper and edgelord. And I was telling people, and everyone was like telling me they didn't like clowns, and then all of a sudden it just takes off, right? And then like I'm like, Oh, yeah, I own it. I'm just like kicking rocks like, ho-hum, Charlie Brown. Yeah, it's great. I really like it. As it becomes more popular, it's like this thing that was my thing isn't my thing anymore. It's everybody else's thing, and it's just everywhere. And I don't know what that is about me, or I don't know if you guys have things like that, but when everyone decides to jump on the bandwagon and like it, I just jump off. I'm just like, man, I get like, I don't know. That's a character flaw in myself. I don't know what it is, but I still really like this movie. I really like that first scene where it's, the public access show and the woman's had her damn face ripped off. And then the reporter goes in the closet and she's kind of talking trash. And then she gets exactly what's coming to her. Like, she gets mutilated. Art the Clown makes sure that the bad people get what's coming to them. And I think that's what's great about it. He just doesn't stop. Should he have done some of the things in this movie? No, but that's why it's a fantasy. It's a great little flick. And I just wish everybody didn't like it so much and it could just be my thing still. But am I going to be the first one in line to get the Terrifier 3 popcorn bucket? Probably. Am I going to be at the theater on opening night? Probably. Do I wish it wasn't a Christmas movie? 100%. I don't need gimmicks like that. Just give me some gore, baby. I'm into the Terrifier for the same reason you are. The big bad. And I mean, thank you guys so much for watching. That's pretty much the end of my little spiel here about Terrifier. Another thing that's kind of pissing me off today, I have this gift card, right? And do you guys remember when you used to be able to go to a place like a Fred Meyer or a Kroger and you could buy physical media? You could get the newest release on release day and it was there. Guess what's going to happen when I go to spend this gift card? Which is awesome that I have a gift card for $50. There's going to be nothing there. There might be like a Marvel movie that nobody wants. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more from me, like, comment, subscribe, follow me on social media, and as usual, these are all just jokes, folks. These are just one dummy's opinions about these movies. I'm going to touch on some topics that are not going to be for everyone. I'm trying to use humor and jest and sarcasm to make some of the stuff that I'm talking about, some of the hardcore material, a little more palatable. So have a heart and take a joke. Appreciate you. Cheers.